Hey guys, it's M4J here and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Now last time we came over to this place, we used the terminal here, we found out some cool stuff, and now we've got to go back to Sanjar. Now I'm trying to remember exactly what the quest was that we were in the middle of. Oh yes, I've evidence that UDL has been secretly developing a crowd control gas on Monarch. This is the proof Sanjar needs to make his appeal to the board. So I think we're going to be doing that, and then we're going to be visiting Hayes' grave with Nyoka, and then going and getting the printing press, or repairing the printing press, and retrieving Zora's team. I believe that is everything. So we have our companions here. We've got Parvati and we've got Nyoka. I'm pretty much going to be staying with these two for the foreseeable future. I think we've looted everything here, so we don't need to worry too much about all this stuff. Get out on the roof, do a bit more looting. See, I've got my favourite gun in my hand, I think. Yep, got my favourite gun in my hand. So we're in good position here. So if I just quickly activate this one, and just see where this is on the map. So that's down there. So if we head over to the Cascadia Turnpike, I think we're going to do Nyoka's stuff first, and then we'll come back and talk to Sanjar. Because it'll be on the way back to the ship anyway. So we might as well do it in that order. Right, Hayes' grave is that way. Oh, God. Now, if I remember correctly, Nyoka has an incredibly powerful weapon. Parvati
here goes nothing.
Is a big fan of Hammer Time. There are some people out there who like doing these games without companions. Me personally though, I do see the value of companions. They are incredibly useful. So is that. Slow down time a little bit, that's cool. I always forget. Level 22. 22 is my favourite number, so that's good. I think we've killed everything here. Where's the guy that I killed? Over here.
They'll never see us.
I always lose people's bodies. I kill them and then I can't remember where they are. It's not great, is it? Oh well. I'm sure he had, like, tiny bits of ammo and that's it. So I'm not too aggrieved. Armor parts. I have a feeling that, what was it, Corporation Service Award or whatever it was. I almost felt like we've got to collect those for something, but I'm not really sure what. Anyway, Hayes' grave is this way. Hopefully we can get there this way. Looks like we can. And then this should progress our...
Watch out!
Advanced progression. It sounds wrong when you say it like that, but I don't mean it like that.
Don't mess with us.
Oh god, I tried to lean then. I've been playing a lot of Siege again lately. Just tried to lean around that corner. It's not how this game works. Come on. Go on, Nyoka.
Fred,
Thank you, Parvati. Right, let's kill this. Got it. I've run out of ammo.
Everyone all right?
Wow, I think I did no damage to that then. What other guns have I got? I'll have to use the hand cannon for a little bit. Alright, Hayes' grave. Here we go. Any words, Nyoka? No? Buried near the surface of Hayes' grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotted. It nearly falls apart in your hands, but in it you manage to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the letters Sharon. Now there's a character in Fallout 3 called Sharon, which wasn't an Obsidian game, so I'm not sure if that's a reference or not. Through tooth marks and the gradual wearing away of sulfide, you can barely make out an epitaph carved into this tombstone's face. Got himself eaten, doing the right thing. That's sad. Okay, I can just keep examining that. Chat to Nyoka.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him. I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago. I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so. Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
So it's another companion with a sad backstory. I wouldn't mind meeting a companion that had a happy backstory and just wanted to travel. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Right, we got some skills, we got some perks that we can apply. Might as well put them all in here for now. And I've got one left. Let's put it there. And I've got a perk. Let's go for... Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. That sounds like fun. Alright, get rid of all that stuff. No upgrades for Nyoka or Parvati yet. So we need to go find Hiram. And Hiram is up there. We might as well walk there. I think it'll be quicker. So it's up this way. Up and over this.
The caves back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
Sure. Sounds like fun. I love the primeval scream. It's more like it. So the manta swarms go for the eyes by the looks of things. Come on, ladies, up you get. There we go. Man, am I feeling the effects of that. What have we got here? Marauder Thug.
Here move!
Nice. Okay, up we go again. That might have been a waste of that ability. Might have wasted that last one. Oh well.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
Hey, you! Get over here! There are marauders up ahead!
Hello.
How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to marauders. A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know. I take it you ain't met the other C3s. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with. You want more details? You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain. See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down. There's a little station near the cliff. You'll find the rest of my crew there. There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties.
Need something? Talk to Joy. And for the love of space, don't rile the marauders.
Archway, archway, archway. So we need to talk to Hiram, who's up there. This place is currently captured by marauders, so... Oh, they want me to go up there as well. Oh, hang on. No, there is another. Is it? Maybe it's down here.
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret, I'm watching you back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
How'd you get up here? Through the caves? Good answer. I wasn't looking forward to gut-shotting you. See, the thing is, I'm with the corporate compliance crew. C3, if you will. We're mercs. And our current contract mandates that we annihilate any creatures or persons that emerge from the tunnel.
Allow me to intervene. It's my job to mediate any conflicts of interest regarding C3 and third parties. All right, first things first. To make a decision in this dispute, I'm gonna need to know what your role in your organization is. Jobless? What? Why? If you ain't out here on account of work, then might be you ought to explain. What are your intentions regarding Devil's Peak Station? That is why you've wandered out here, I presume.
Captain should have been an option there.
Well, that's all well and good, but the reason you've come is secondary to the arbitration at hand. Our guidelines allow us some leeway in identifying threats to our client. Your unorthodox profession makes me think we ought to remove you from the premises permanently. However, the terms of our contract specifically targets marauders, iconoclasts, MSI operatives, and anyone deemed to hobo-like in appearance. As you don't appear to fit any of those categories, I'm afraid I can't quite make a call on you.
Don't we, as a standing policy, provide an alternative to termination via financial restitution? Addie, our chief financial officer, could confirm, but I'm betting if you're willing to compensate us for our lost time and productivity due to this arbitration, you could pass. I guess we might could. There's something I like about you. Can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I'd rather have you with us than against us. All right. Lance, unless you have a final point of contention to make, I'd say he's clear to go.
Nah, I'll sign the clearance form. Just, I must advise you to steer clear of Devil's Peak Station. It's teeming with marauders.
Anything else you need? Trying to say we didn't do our job? I'll have you know, our contract was to stop any marauders coming from the caves. Didn't say nothing about the ones taking the mountain path. We'll simply clear them out later, once we've got the go-ahead from Berthold. That's right. Berthold Fox is our boss man, founder, president, and CEO. Bertie went down into the caves on a hunt for marauders, give or take, 6 hours ago. He's a hands-on type. Likes to handle the tougher tasks himself. Although, he should have been back. Going on 6 hours now. I'd ask you to check the caves for him, but then we'd have to kill you when you crawl back out. Done. Use this. Signal's locked to Bertie's tracker. Should lead you right to him. Or his body. Whatever you find. Bring him back to us, okay? The guy calls himself the information broker. Like he's starring one of those fancy broadcast productions the station puts out. My guess is, he brokers information.
Don, I don't care if the guy's name is the architect himself so long as we get paid well and paid on time.
No dispute here. Trying to say we didn't do our job? I'll have you know, our contract was to stop any marauders coming from the caves. Didn't say nothing about the ones taking the mountain path. We'll simply clear them out later, once we've got the go-ahead from Berthold.
Okay, we've got to track down Berthold. Let's repair everything that we've got. Good stuff. Alright, so the caves are... where? Task? Yeah. Yeah, caves are this way.
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one. Ada's something special though, ain't she?
Ada. What is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain inputs.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines, and ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly they're rule books with a voice box. Ada's different.
One of life's mysteries, I suppose. I don't trust it. If it crashes us into a star, I'll be a mite upset.
You'll be more than a mite dead, so you don't have to worry about that. Okie dokie, into the cave. Wow, this place is huge. Berthold is all the way over there. Okay, let's start off by going this way.
Here they come. That's how it's done, Captain.
That was easy. Only had to fire one shot there. Expecting to see these guys in here. Anything here? Nope, dead end. Alright, back out in the main bit. Annihilated it.
Here I go!
How do I get down there? That's the question. I nearly fell off there. That would have been bad. So I think it's round this way. Drop down here. Ow. Break both my ankles. Those mantipillar things, they're really annoying.
I'll fix you right up! That's the last of them.
Okay. Now it's down and around this way. Go loot this. Yes, please.
Nicely done.
Take all of that stuff. Take all of your stuff as well, you dumb marauder. There's an enemy over there.
Here they come!
Right, let me go!
This thing's a bit big and mean. It's dead now. Iconoclasts and scientists down here. And sublight thugs. What were all these people doing down here? We appear to have stumbled upon a dead end. So I think we need to go back up slightly. Maybe it's this way. Goes back outside. Don't want to go that way. Okay, so if we were heading up to the mountain, we would have come in where we just were, down there. And we'd have come through here and round and up. Gotcha. So it would have been up and around this way. Up onto here. Over this. And then up to the left. Instead, I'm going to turn right. So Berthold is that way. Cheers, Nyoka. That's a great gun she's got there. Boy, does she know how to use it. And then up here. Bigger gun for this.
Shit. That's a big one. If you're still around to the left, or throwing guns later, what's the deal? I move to the left.
It's working!
That actually wasn't that hard to kill.
That assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely in lawless lands, I'll look the other way. C3 owes you one, stranger. You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso. And that'll be her legs over yonder, never mind. I'm Berthold.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a mannequin like that?
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah nah nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here. Means they're still holding the post then. Good. You might head on back. We can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way. Once I've gathered up Constance's parts.
Uh-huh. Robots. Flamethrower. I don't think I need any more flamethrowers. Okay, so if we head this way now, I believe this is where we came in. Just up here. Yep. Good, good. So now we can head back to the outpost, chat with them. He beat us back. How does that work then? Oh well, doesn't matter.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer! Glad you made it in one piece. After all, not everyone's so lucky. Meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like. Then we call it even between us.
Fair enough.
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure history has ever shown us. Plus, corporations got certain rights not entailed to individuals. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance handles the human capital. And Donald is our charming public face. Our system works. We've racked up more confirmed kills than any other crew you can hire. We were hired to do so. Why else? You did get the memo that we're mercenaries? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker, and prefers the glow of a terminal to flesh and blood interaction. But I can't fault his work ethic. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns, including but not limited to marauders, iconoclasts, and agents operating for the MSI. You drive a hard bargain, Mannequin Slayer. It don't make much financial sense for C3 to expend resources on any killing beyond the contract stipulations. As the Marauders didn't enter from the caves, the requirements are murky. At the same time, we do want to keep our client alive, until the payment's cleared. I think you mean clever. We recommended the client safeguard himself, so I don't expect that the main doors will be accessible. Find a way to open them, and we'll clear any hostiles on the inside. I'd best radio ahead for Joy and Hudson to prep for us. They'll be at the station entrance, ready with our finest auto mechanicals to assist you. C3s, prepare to move out.
Right, weapons locker. Amazing, you kill one Mantiqueen and suddenly everyone wants to give you free stuff. Some very good stuff here. Take thunder, wherever thunder might be. Okay, broker is there. Joy is there. Oh, I'm over encumbered. It's not the right button. Inventory. So I need to get rid of some dupes. Actually, what are you guys carrying? I think you only carry the weapons that I give you, right? So let's get rid of... Man, all of this stuff does good damage. Oh, there's a duplicate. We'll drop you. Thunder is actually quite good by the looks of it. Worth picking up. It's really hard to see if I've got any duplicates. Yeah, you're a dupe. Alright, we'll just drop these two for now. You were already dead when we got here. Let's go talk to Joy. I'm sure she'll be full of joy to see that we've rescued her boss.
There you are! Boss man said you'd be up this
We
way.
went Hiram's home.
Quick regroup before we shoot up the place?
Just kidding. Guy never said.
Fox radioed ahead. Said I'm to follow you. Provide whatever support you need. If those bastards start shooting, we'll join in. I gotta warn you, my girl Sunshine here is a tad trigger-happy. Of course, me and her will follow your lead. Just wanted you to know we wouldn't begrudge you of any violent inclinations. I'm just gonna put this out there. That is a dumb fucking idea. You've got two highly productive purveyors of death at your command, and you ain't going to unleash us? But it's your call. We'll still back you up if you run into trouble.
What's it want me to do? Talk to her again.
Go on ahead. C3's got your 6.
Okay. I reckon there's a secret way in. Over here somewhere.
Okay, gone quiet.
Maybe not.
Here we go! Don't mess with us.
Nobody else alerted? Okay, so I want to try and do this stealthily.
Take him down!
Here we go! Nice one!
I think I might have failed. I failed. I might still be able to sneak in unnoticed.
Here we go.
Never mind. Looks like we're going in loud.
Security enforcement mode.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Oh, his head came off. Ringleader. That's explosive.
Now, Captain. Got one.
Oh. They're behind me the whole time. That's slightly embarrassing. Nothing to loot there. Sorry, I think it was Nyoka I shot then.
Hiram must have sealed the door. He's spooked easy.
Yeah, that one's sealed. There is a side door over here that we can go in.
You may not realize this, being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Dan? Can't get past that armor. That's the last of them.
Trying to hit me, you dumb fuck. That went really well for him, didn't it? Well, Hiram's saying we can't get to him. I beg to differ. Maybe a terminal somewhere or a lock we can pick. You know, the usual things. Bob! The new environmental controls terminal is now installed and running upstairs. Congratulations, you messaged corporate about it. You get to manage it. Consider this your official notice to hide its access keycard deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, probably with the archives or in one of the station's other popular sections, because I sure as hell will not allow our station's efficiency scores to plummet due to a pointless safety feature. Don't even think about testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed, and if you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from the room faster than the station's last performance review. So there is some kind of security system which is recently installed, and there is a key card for it in a drawer somewhere. That's what I'm getting from this. So we gotta go scavenging.
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
this. Okay, door. Man, it's dark in here.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast. No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you. Oh, now they'll take action. It's about time, I tell you. I'm up to my neck in Marauders in here, which, by the by, they were supposed to prevent. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently. Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, you said you wanted something from me, something information-related. I'll give it to you, in person, once I'm safe.
Okay. Let's hope we can trust the guy.
Great work.
I never thought Parvati would be open to me picking locks. Don't need that. Do need lots of heavy ammo. I can switch guns again now. We're indoors, close quarters combat, shotgun should do it. Alright, elevator.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready. C3's entering through the main doors as we speak. About damn time.
Here we go.
Light them on fire, ladies and gents! Something's not right. Take them down!
Something's not right.
Donald's in a whole other league.
That's the last of them.
Search you right, dissident!
Okay. I'll just let them get themselves killed, it's fine. So they came in here. Okay, so this is the main door. Looks like it. What are the odds that Hiram's going to be like a really small guy? Couldn't hurt a fly kind of thing. That's why he's the information broker. See if I can obtain the key card for this. Good stuff. Let's continue.
Weak! So weak!
Tell me they're all dead. Oh, what? Come on. There's Addy. I feel bad now.
The rest of them, I think.
Donald. I mean, I feel bad, but at the same time, useless.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on it.
No, he's not really small and unintimidating. Go talk to him.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you in the first place. Oh no, my business is in trade, not owing others the burden of a favor. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? Ah yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. Graham and his iconoclasts believe anarchy is the way of life. Sanjar opposes it, as he's taking strides to corporatize Stellar Bay. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI's headquarters in the center of town. Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, they are in reality coded business orders to off-world companies. I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had a deal and he's broadcasting ceaselessly. Amber Heights is one of the only surviving settlements outside of Stellar Bay. Graham Bryant and the Iconoclasts there got their hands on a working relay station. Now they're ceaselessly transmitting philosophist ramblings on my airwaves. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me. Whoa, hey, there is zero need for violence in this station. Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra too.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will. There are so many members. Do specify. If you try to cite me on this, I will deny, deny, deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status. Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information. They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know? Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago. Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights. I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1, once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership. Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Aren't you just?
Not much, admittedly. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a Raptidon of another color. I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
That's interesting.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Okay, they obviously didn't record many voice lines for that.
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you seemingly regard my trade. I may have a secret for you, for the right exchange.
Okay, it takes me back there.
How low you seemingly regard my trade. Be a doll and shoot any marauders you spot on the way down.
Okay, so we learned a few things from him there. Some of which could be quite useful.
Great work.
Are we going to read his terminal now? Might as well. Alrighty, back outside. So we learnt some stuff there, some quite interesting stuff. Particularly about Sanjar and also about Phineas. It sounds like Phineas is a wrong-un after all. So we'll be definitely taking that on board for future decision making, shall we say. What is that noise? Is that just the relay station? Looks like most of this has already been looted. Even if it wasn't by us. going to be an ankle breaker then. Is this just a shortcut down? Yeah. And there's the door again. So actually, that's the door we went in, isn't it? And the door up here is the door that C3 went in. Okie doke. Right, so we've now got to help the broker deal with MSI and the iconoclasts. We also have to do this, the printing press. Now where is the printing press? It's all the way over there. So I think we're going to have to fast travel to Stellar Bay and then walk across. So it looks like we'll be doing the printing press thing next time. I didn't realise that what we were about to head into with the chat with Hiram was going to take so long.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
That was way short. So was that. I'm going to swap this gun out, I think. So it's its plasma launcher. I want something with a bit of oomph to it. Plasma carbine, Deadeye assault rifle, hunting rifle, or flamethrower. The light machine gun might be good. Or thunder. What are you? Oh, you use heavy. You use light.
Here we go!
Stuff. Takes me your stuff. Takes me your stuff.
Don't mess with us.
Just watch a dead body disintegrate in front of us. Lovely. Way.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you.
This gun is actually pretty damn good. I know I'm going to burn through all of the ammo pretty quickly as well, though, so I've got to watch out for that. But at least we can pick up ammo for the other guns while we're firing this one.
Here we go!
Took way too many shots.
Here we go!
Come on. Who's shooting over here? No. guy not firing back? I know he is.
Everyone all right?
It's not the most accurate thing in the world. I might see if I can put a mod on it to make it a little bit more accurate. How are we doing for time? Well, we've gone over an hour. So we'll end things soon. Get up towards where we need to be, and we'll start wrapping things up, and then next time we'll finish off this quest. Hopefully. Hell yeah.
Are you two okay?
That's badass. We're fine, Pravati. Fine and dandy. Right, so they're the two that we're going to be chatting with next time out, the Van Rays. But until then, guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you enjoyed the series, drop some comments down below with any feedback on the game so far. Again, no spoilers, please. Much appreciated. Beyond that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.